fire. Watching you burn. I'll be waiting till you get what you deserve. You've been lying across the 7 seas. Tried to hide it, but now it's sink or swim. If you jump in the fire. Watching.
It's Wednesday night. You know what that means. Take it away, Connor.
Hey everyone, and welcome to All Elite Zone podcast on YouTube and Twitch. We're here for AEW Dynamite live reaction. Tonight's a loaded card. Got Brian Cage versus Samoa Joe in action. Like for me, that's the dream match for when Samoa Joe got signed to AEW.
And we also know that today, well, yesterday, but today for AEW, it's Billy Gunn's birthday.
Yeah, I believe they're doing a segment.
Oh,
Well,
dude.
I know it's a
Swerve's
segment, but
package though that he did on Friday. What, did you guys like that? The whole
It was
finger.
it was what it was. Yes.
Oh dang.
Oh, and John Moxley and Lee Moriarty should be pretty good. That's an unusual matchup.
That's interesting.
Brian, like Alvarez, so there's supposed to be something big gonna happen tonight. Like something like people are gonna talk about for weeks. I'm looking forward to that All Atlantic title defense.
It's gonna be a fun.
Oh, we're starting with Darby and
first match
Lethal.
of the night.
Darby and Lethal's first match, the anniversary was a very, very good match. I thought Jay Lethal done beat him up before he even got out there. Because he was. But I hope. I think Darby won the last one. They went against
Darby.
Right?
Ooh, this is Yeah, I think Darby won last time. So we're starting off hot. Darby versus Jay Lethal.
See, when they start off with matches, the ratings are higher. Like that one week they did that celebration thing. They went sky down. Like this is what AEW is known for. Like they got a good thing going. Like an amazing match to start off the night and get the crowd going. But
Good little video package beforehand.
Yeah.
What do you guys got? I mean, I got Hulu. I know Connor's got YouTube TV. What about you, Lane?
I'm watching on Hulu. My PlayStation.
I'm on Apple TV on Hulu.
Nice.
Who do you guys? They got the lights back, like they used to be.
Ooh, that's good.
Because
I
they
think
brought
Johnny
it back.
Khan's listening.
Because they brought it back, then they quit doing it again. Now that they're bringing it back again.
What do they brought back?
Like you see how like the camera side of the fans, the lightning is lit up more. And you can see more fans.
Yeah, it looks nice. A nice touch for sure.
They're in Baltimore tonight.
Baltimore, Maryland. And I wonder where will AEW be on January 18th and 25th. They still haven't decided yet.
I bet it's going to be in the like around where they're going in January. They're going to Los Angeles, Colorado, Seattle,
Washington.
I bet they go to Phoenix, Arizona. Like that's a hot market for wrestling.
Well, let's find out though between now until the end of the night.
Do you think MJF's going to do anything tonight or have anything big?
Oh yeah, he's not going to go without saying what happened last Wednesday.
Yeah.
I will say this: that the Moxley and MJF build-up is better than Punk and Moxley.
Oh,
I'm not a big.
And it's not even Punk and Moxley's fault.
Hello all. I'm sorry I'm so late. I'm just now getting home.
Oh, you're good, man. Glad to have you.
Yeah, it just started. Ain't nothing big's happened yet.
Chris, welcome back, man.
Yeah, but just for tonight, maybe. I don't know.
I just want to see you anyway, man.
It's nice to see everyone here tonight, though.
Oh, I'm really glad that Lane made the poll because I think I know what I think I know what match I want to do it on, the Jade Cargill and Rena Shafir match. We'll do it there.
Well, fair enough. We could do it. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't have any expectations for that. And to be
It's gonna be
honest,
just like last
yeah,
time.
it should have just been a Rampage match. To be
I'm
honest, or
sorry.
Dark.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but the last match
Well-
they had sucked, and the match tonight's gonna suck.
Yeah.
I don't
I
have
have
any
high hopes
expectations
for it.
going into it.
I mean,
I'm
But
with you on
I
that.
want them to prove us wrong. If they could prove us wrong, then I think it'd be
I'll
awesome.
admit that I'm wrong, but
Yeah.
if
But
they do,
the hard part is you have two of the greenest women in your roster. The only other like saving grace for the women's division tonight is Renee sit down with Soraya and
Yeah.
Dr. Britt Baker. D.
that's pretty bad that she's just a ring interviewer, and
Mm.
which
Like to me,
Like-
yeah, sorry.
like you're on TV, like I would say Dynamite's their flagship show, like they're
Yeah.
like they're a big like they're a big show. And
Yeah.
you should be wanting to put on your best women every week, like your top women every week, and showcasing a good women's match. Because for the past 12 weeks, they've had good women's matches with Tony Storm. Last
Yeah.
Wednesday they didn't have. Last Wednesday they didn't have Tony Storm, but they had Jamie Hayter and Riho. Now we're
That
going
was
down
actually
to this.
really good.
Now we're dropping
Yeah.
down to this.
Like it just makes Tony seem like he's not a good booker, or he's on something, or somebody's doing a
Hopefully-
service to him, like Vince McMahon.
Hey, maybe he's got something planned for this. I hope he
Maybe,
does, because I'm
wonder-
I really do not want to see that match.
Watch. You know what?
The
What
thing
about
is, I
you know
like.
what, Chris?
It's not like I don't like.
The thing is, I like Tony, man. I just want Tony to make better decisions with his booking.
Well, I think Billy Ray, Billy Ray, what do you want? Bubba Ray, Dudley, what do you want to call him this week? He brought up a very good point on Busted Open. So he was talking about Tony Khan, right? And Tony Khan's only been booking AEW for 3.5 years. So he's still getting his feet wet in booking. So he's still trying. Unfortunately, some things that the fans, he's kind of going a little against the grain of what the fans want. And unfortunately, we have to suffer a little bit with the whole, women's match tonight. But
it's funny. It's funny how fans will say Tony Khan caters to fans all the time, and he's not been doing that here lately.
Not
He's
late.
not
No
been,
one wants to.
he's
Well,
not
it's
been
like
doing
this because
like he
no one wants to see Jade.
like he has done it a lot, cater to the fans. Now he's kind of turned away from that. Now people are mad that he's not doing what do you want? do you want him to keep
Exactly.
like
There's got to find that median, the medium ground.
what do you want? Do you want good? Like I assume you enjoy the stuff that he cared to the fans, but when he doesn't, you're still not pleased.
Well, I look at this like looking at the first match off the night. This would be a match I would love to see. I would see again, right? I could see this going into a best of 3 series, and putting it on a pay-per-view, that kind of thing. But there's times where certain programs go too long, or unfortunately, the Blackpool Combat Club and the whole JS rivalry has just gone on too long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a perfect feud for what it was like when Jericho and them started the sports entertainers, and the Blackpool Combat Club established pro wrestlers. That goes together, but it's overstayed its welcome, really. Like I wouldn't mind seeing a 5-on-5 or 4-on-4 match, like an elimination match, kind of like how the Dark Order and Hangman versus the Elite, and after that, that'd be it.
Just that be it. Let them go their separate ways. You can start the inner feuding with Daniel, Daniel Bryan Danielson, and Wheeler Yuta, that kind of thing. And then you can do Chris Jericho versus Daniel Garcia. So you can have that turmoil within those two factions that kind of almost pay homage to where I would love to kind of do it almost like the page of the Bullet Club in the Elite Handbook when they had the firing squad kind of thing, where you have that little bit of turmoil between, you have two different sides to the factions.
Here's
The
the
Civil
thing.
War, as they would call it.
Here's something in mind, though, that everybody's been talking about for a while. Sting versus Chris Jericho.
That'd be
Payback
fun.
at Jericho
They,
would be good.
because they have never faced off, correct?
Mm-mm.
Well,
Not even WCW.
I think they did in WCW at one point. I think they did at least once in WCW.
not
Let's go to
exactly.
the old
Maybe I'm
Google
wrong.
machine here.
Because if
Hey,
they haven't, I
Billy.
mean, that's shocking. I would have figured they would have passed, crossed paths
Delicious.
eventually.
Thanks for watching, Billy. Yeah, Mr. Jacobs is here.
Billy, thanks for watching.
Yep.
David.
No, we are. You guys are correct. They have not wrestled against each other.
That is shocking, actually.
Yeah,
And again, I
she's,
guess
I believe Soraya and Britt Baker, like we just talked about earlier, Renee is doing a sit-down interview with the both of them tonight. So
Nice.
she'll be on tonight. Oh, Suicide. Oh, man. You see that? He just hit a... Wow.
that was a good stunner. I love. See, that's the thing is.
Like, did you see him do the Suicide and just
Oh,
hit
no.
someone's
He bounced right off of him.
like hitting a brick wall?
It's like a fly. It's like he swatted away a fly.
I'm a little behind still. Okay, here we go.
It-
Oh, what? Just a wall of meat.
It's funny how Sanjay is a better heel than... Like, he's more into it than Lethal.
Yeah. He's like, did somebody
feels
throw
kinda
something at me?
like-
What who
So
this? Wait, what? Is that Sting?
And they're
That was
thrown
not-
out.
That is not Sting.
Oh, come on, Sting, come back. Come on, we need Sting back.
That is not Sting.
Is it Sting?
Wait a second.
That is not Sting. I know
It's-
Sting's
it's-
size. Sting is not that.
No, that's definitely not Sting.
Who is it? I know it's not Sting
It's NWO Sting.
because Sting's not that size.
Oh! Who
Oh, that was a good one.
else? No, it's not Sting. It's Sting.
Look at that fan. He's seen a ghost. Who
It's
is
over.
this?
It can't be
In a
Sting.
plastic mask, I know that.
One.
I have a couple ideas who it may be.
I kind of hope they don't even take off the mask. Like, be like, is it gonna take it off or?
Was it
Interesting.
Sting?
I kind of hope they don't. Well, they're
It almost
going.
looks like Sting from. Do you guys ever play that wrestling game on the smartphone?
Who
Wrestling
is that
3D.
supposed to be?
I've never played it. I've seen gameplay of it. I've never
That's
played
kind
it.
of like how Sting looks, like that kind
Who
of
is
like
this?
fake.
Who is this supposed to be? Who is that?
Okay.
No one knows who that is. Here comes the real deal,
Huh.
Sting. Here comes the actual Sting, not that rip off,
Hold on, it's
that Wish.com Sting.
Who's that anyway? It looks like Flip Gordon, if I'm right.
I don't know who that guy is.
You got me.
who the heck?
Who is this? Is that Jeff?
Oh, here's
Jarrett?
Sting. That's
What?
Sting!
What?
Oh, now my stream is lagging. I can't tell. I can't even see who it is.
Oh my! What the?
Now this.
Oh,
is
I know-
Good. Okay, Tony. I see what you're
What
doing. You're playing to the
the-
crowd now.
What?
Uh-oh.
Holy!
This is
Is
a bet.
that who I think it is?
Wait, is
What
that Double
the-
J?
Double
What?
J.
It's Jeff Jarrett! Oh, God, it's Jeff Jarrett!
Double J. Jeff J.
You know Double J is in the All Elite Zone. Oh!
I gotta see.
Jeff Jarrett! Oh,
Oh boy.
shit. This just got...
Ain't he great?
Wow. He is now...
All right, now that was pretty shocking. I didn't see that coming.
WWE,
That was pretty good.
And now AEW. He still looks good.
I don't think they came all the way yet.
Ooh, good promo. Damn.
Who's he talking to? He's
Double J is coming out with laser beams pointed out. Bang bang.
Let's just not have him run this company to the ground like he did every other company.
Let's not talk about Global Force Wrestling.
Or him and Dixie Carter when we were in charge of TNA.
If you want to call it in charge, yeah.
Only worked for WWE for a month. Oh, I like the crowd tonight. They really mic'd it up well.
Yeah.
I cannot believe this, guys.
and Jeff Jarrett is the best heel. Like he is such a good heel.
Very great.
He's a great heel.
Like the early days of TNA, he can be a great face and a great heel, but his heel work is something that is must see. If it's anything like he's always been good on the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, he
I
brought it
can't
back.
believe how
He brought
good
it back. He brought back the saying. Like you'll hear it.
Choke on that slap nuts.
He brought it back. I remember when he used to say that all the time.
Slap nuts. No one ever really knew what slap nut was.
Slap nuts.
But, apparently, it's an insult.
Wait, what theme song? He's got his TNA theme song.
Is that good or
It's the
bad?
TNA theme song.
I don't think I've ever heard his TNA theme song, to be honest with you.
Oh, like
I still don't know who that guy is right there. The guy who dressed up as Sting.
No one was expecting that. I know.
Interesting. Playing mind games. So, hey, Full Gear. I'm calling you now. We're gonna get good old Double J versus Darby Allin.
And he looks still good in shape, just Jarrett.
Yeah, like he looks really good.
Yeah. Who
And,
dressed up? Who's dressed? Who's behind the Sting Plastic Man? Anyone know who that is?
I don't know who that is.
I don't know.
They said it was Flip
You got
Gordon.
me.
That's not Flip Gordon.
No, whoever said that, I don't know who Flip Gordon is.
Oh, wrong. That's not Flip Gordon. Trust me, I'm a huge Flip Gordon fan.
Got an MJF.
Did anyone capture a name or something?
Let's see. Let me see.
I don't even know they said his name.
Probably because they don't even know who he is.
That's sad.
I hate to say that, but
Dang, man, this is a crazy show already.
Yeah, and plus Double J is back in the game. Well, not Triple H game, more like AEW.
Fired. Didn't we? Who was it? Who was it last week? One of our listeners put in the comments that Lee Moriarty looked really green last week with the lightning in his hair. So
You know who kind of reminds me of? What's that basketball dude's name again? Who worked with the NWO?
You got me on that one.
Ron something.
I don't remember. Was it the time when NWO had everybody on the WCW roster on there, had the whole roster taking over the world. I think Moxley has one of the best promos still.
Yeah, him and MJF, they're up there.
I still think MJF's trying to set this whole thing up so he can become the world champion.
no, I don't know what to believe with. I don't know what to believe with him. He's done this. He's done this so many times.
Yeah.
It's
Either
clever though
way,
because it's clever because he's playing the role of
Uh-oh.
making you not believe that the devil making you believe that the devil doesn't exist. Having all this bad stuff happen to him. So then he'll at
More
the end of it
elite.
he'll kick you right in the balls.
We got more elite clips. Kenny
I'm not.
Omega.
But as I said, I'm not a big
Wait, what?
MJF fan. I never have, never will.
They edited it all out.
What's this?
Oh, another vignette of the Elite.
I see what they're doing. Like they're removing everything of the elite. Like
It's
how they
smart.
did last week.
I like that, the whole like Thanos snap. What?
Yeah.
I'm loving
That's
that.
new.
No,
Oh,
I can already see a lot of
cheeky. I
people.
like this.
I can already see a lot of people already complaining about Jeff Jarrett, but he's not doing business. He's not on the business side of things, obviously.
Oh, I like whether. Okay, this is genius.
But Jeff Jarrett has always been a great heel. Always
I'll
has.
give you
been.
that.
And I believe that his peak
Yeah.
as a heel was towards the end of WCW and in TNA, like the early TNA, like when it first started.
I agree. Yeah.
Like that was his peak. And if we get anything like that, then and like he's a very good person to take advice from. I think he's been in the wrestling. He's probably been in every company there. He's been the main two, WCW and WWE, in his career.
Yeah.
He's in a lot.
I mean, he was there in the territory days. He was wrestling then.
So a guy like him as a coach would be very, very beneficiary.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I even met Jeff Jarrett himself, though. I think it was about 4 years ago.
And I think Jeff Jarrett would be a very great person to help Tony know tips of storylines and booking.
Yeah.
He literally has. He has the son of great Dusty Rhodes with Dustin, who is a spitting image and knows how to run the business. You have Sting, William Regal, who is great with running NXT.
Willie Regal.
Double J now. Jeez, like he literally is becoming Thanos.
You got Arn Anderson.
Yeah.
Arn with the Glock.
Like you got guys down the roster who's been in this business for 20 plus years. I think it's going to really help AEW in the long run. Doing
They
this.
stopped Christopher Daniels too. So.
Oh yeah, Christopher Daniels.
So that's what he's been taking more of a backstage role lately. So
Yeah, he's
you'll see.
ever since he lost.
Tony used them.
Like ever since his last match against the Young Bucks, he kind of faded away a little bit. He came back to fight Danielson and a few other matches, but
he did also win the X Division title in Impact.
Oh yeah,
true. That's true.
So I think to be honest with you, I think he'll be my pick for tonight. I really think it'll be. I think it's going to be. I think it could.
I think it could be Jonathan Gresham with ROH fixing to start back up, and because he's not released from AEW.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
And
That's true.
Actually, no. Wait, I don't think it can be because he's out of town with Jordan. They're out, like down like their anniversary trip. So unless they came back today,
Are they in Baltimore? Their anniversary trip.
No, they went like to like some kind of island. I think they went to Hawaii.
Oh yeah,
So,
he's not gonna be on Baltimore.
That'd be cool though, but I really think though I think I'm sticking with my guns. I think it's gonna be Chris. I think it's gonna be Christopher Daniels.
Or they could have just posted those pictures just to fool people off.
True, you never know.
Because
yeah.
Athena did the same thing. Like
that is true.
She was just like in the back, just playing her video games on Twitch like she normally does, and people thought she wasn't there.
That was smart.
It's a good swerve.
Oh, this
that
is
goes with everything.
Dude, William Regal looks so confused walking through the crowd with him.
That is not
like what? Like why the heck am I walk through the crowd?
I don't call him William Regal anymore. I call him Willie Regal.
Willie
Sir-
Regal.
Sir Regal.
So MJF
Lord
gave him.
Steven Regal.
He told Will Yuta, he said, you can go to your old coach Willie and say, hey, Willie, can you teach me how to pop pills?
Pop pills. That was seriously
Like
the best promo.
And like the way he said it was,
Oh man.
Okay, I guarantee you next year on the PWI, like on their
Top
huge
500.
list, he'll be number one. I guarantee MJF will be number one next year.
see, I don't even know
I
how
don't doubt
Moxley-
that though.
Like, how was Moxley not in the top 10?
And how do you have Roman Reigns? Like, dude, the guy,
I
all the
could
guy
see-
has.
I could see him being in the top 5, but why? I don't see how Moxley is not in the top 10.
Moxley
That's
should have
pretty.
been number
That is
one.
perplexing to me. That's
Again.
very perplexing.
But who knows? It's all
Confusing.
writers' opinions. Like, we could make our own list up and people would call us horse shit.
I really wish they would like vote
True.
on this stuff. Like do like a fantasy thing. Like fans get to pick 500 wrestlers, and
Yeah.
they can
That's
send
what
it
they
in.
did. They did that for like a whole bunch of like DJ and like rock, contests. So why not?
It'd be more fun, I think.
Yeah, because then you can actually
Yeah.
see who should be on that chart.
Yeah, the person that has that sign, they should. You see that sign? Someone
Just
has
put
that
it back
sign?
down.
Sony. It said Sony is GOAT.
Oh no! Hey,
Yeah.
homeboy, if you're listening, are you in the crowd tonight? You got a thirstier sign for us out there tonight? You're trying to get us on. You're trying to get on the All Elite Zone podcast. I see you. That's terrible. But okay, I want to see
Okay,
Moxley just rip his head off, like just do a lariat or a clothesline.
Thanks for watching.
Hey, Brenda, hope you're having a good night.
Brenda, thank you for tuning in tonight.
Double J,
Was not expecting Double J still. That was a
King.
surprise.
King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
Ain't I great?
Hey, Jeff Jarrett got a huge pop in the chat. Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Jeff Jarrett, man. This is the most comments we've had for one wrestler.
What a promo battle between Jeff Jarrett and MJF.
Oh, dude, that would be
That would be
legendary.
great. Hell yeah.
I don't care if Jeff
Well,
Jarrett's
you
gonna.
see,
I don't-
Double J. Man, I really, really want to respect you, but you kind of can't run your own promotion. And I've had handouts from
Wow.
Vince McMahon, Dixie Carter, now Tony Khan. Let's not have you take charge because we don't want this company to go on the ground like Impact.
So, Willie Regal.
I would pay to see that promo exchange.
Oh, and
Tony,
like MJF would go that low.
he won't
Oh
go
yeah.
that low. Let him go that low. Give both guys like free reign. Let them do what they want towards each other. That's that's not going to hurt. Their Nielsen box.
He'll say what?
That's money right there.
He'll say what? Are you gonna walk out like Punk did?
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. See, Tony, if you're listening, because I bet you have us on your phone backstage watching. We're giving you great ideas for your show.
We're giving you gold here.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah.
So, next match is Moxley versus Lee Moriarty. This is an unusual match that a lot of people wouldn't think.
Very interesting. I know Moxley's gonna win this one, but
Yeah.
I think Moriarty, man, he is such a underrated talent. It's so good to actually see him have TV time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause before
He almost
was-
reminds me of Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, I can see that.
A little bit, yeah. I do see that.
If he just gained a little bit more weight.
He needs a little more muscle mass, yeah.
See, when Shelton Benjamin first got in the Raw, he put on a lot of good matches. Like when he first debuted.
Mhm.
Well, first he was on SmackDown, but they'd been drafted to Raw, and then he went face.
I mean, Charlie Haas, man.
Charlie Haas
wish
reminds me. He reminds me so much of Chad Gable in the ring.
The world's
I
greatest
wish
tag
he would do a
team.
one-off
Yeah.
in AEW. Like Johnny Dynamite, Johnny Impact, Johnny insert name here, Johnny
Johnny
Wrestling,
Wrestlecade.
He went to GCW.
Johnny
he's Johnny Game Changer.
Tony Hardy.
I'm surprised he hasn't won the MLW and Johnny Major.
I think the reason why because I think did you guys hear that he's doing
That
a movie?
actually sounds pretty good, Johnny Major.
Yeah, he was in that one. He was in one movie with Eve Torres a few years ago.
And then he's
Another
got one
one?
coming out. I'm not sure if it's coming out this year or next year, but it's a horror movie
I know
involving.
that John Morrison used to play in one of the movies. It was an unrated movie called Boone the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Mhm. But
I got
apparently,
that movie though.
Yeah, I've seen that one. That's pretty funny.
apparently Morrison he's going to be doing a movie about an action figure that comes to life and that kills people, like almost like the Indian in the Cupboard meets like Chucky meets Friday the 13th kind of show. And
That kinda sounds
apparently, the
badass.
voice and then Iron Sheik is playing himself as an action figure, and so all the vocals for the killer is the Iron Sheik.
That sounds kind of awesome, though.
Yeah, I heard it today on the podcast. I'm like, ooh, that'd be a fun one.
Moxley.
I hope Justin Roberts has like a throat lozenge every time he says Moxley, because gosh, that's gotta hurt your voice.
He digs
Vocal.
deep to say it too.
Yes. We should try to get him on the podcast. It'd be kind of fun to hear like some of his stories.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Justin Roberts.
Justin Roberts.
Yeah, he's done it all, and from WrestleManias to AEW.
I still don't
to-
get why WWE let him go. Like,
we were watching. I think we were watching WCW, and like in the crowd was a young Justin.
Yeah,
Roberts.
Nitro.
What, dude?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I remember watching the Jerry Springer's show on Facebook, a segment where Justin Roberts, I think, appeared in that show.
Oh, what did he do?
Some with two girls or two women, I don't know.
He was involved in it.
Yeah,
Just
but that's just entertainment, you know.
I feel like the Jerry Springer show.
Yeah, they would
is
get people to play those parts, you know. Yeah, it's very scripted.
Dude, I would love to go on the Jerry Springer show just as an actor and just speak a fool.
Because there was a wrestler, like there was a local wrestler I knew that was on there, and
I
Chris,
slammed my sister cousin.
Chris, what do you think Billy Gunn's going to do tonight?
Just gonna have to watch and find out, though, Mr. David Howell.
He thinks he got the insider news.
But technically, I do not know. But all I do know is though that Billy Gunn, he's 59 years old and he's ripped.
59.
I hope I look good when I'm 59 like that.
I could pray to look
Well,
like
who's
that
coming
when
out
I'm
in the crowd?
59.
Who's coming out in the crowd? Everyone's looking.
Yeah, everybody's looking.
Not
Wait,
yet.
did someone get ejected?
It's got
Either that or
I don't know.
somebody's
I can't
fighting or
see.
something.
Oh boy!
That's not going to be a
I
good.
know. I hear a
thing.
crowd reaction. It's got to be somebody.
Yeah, something's going on back there. I see the security walking back there too. Yeah, I think somebody's being taken out.
Nope. There's somebody. No, I think
Yeah, somebody being
through.
taken out.
I think it's MJF coming through.
What are they chanting?
What?
Someone got ejected.
Somebody. Okay. Yeah, somebody got
that's just
ejected.
right.
That's what I think.
Because they're not showing. Because if there's someone,
Yeah.
well,
No, I think somebody's coming through the crowd.
I don't know.
They're chanting at somebody. I don't know.
Yeah.
What are they
They're-
chanting?
like,
Like
all
get
their heads
out,
are turned
get
that
up,
way.
out, get up,
Like,
out, get up.
uh,
I bet
Yeah,
someone
somebody probably got
ejected.
too drunk.
Or somebody must have went in with a counterfeit ticket.
That happens too.
I've seen that a lot lately. Like ever since like somebody posted a TikTok about doing that every year to the Super Bowl and making like disguises. I've seen that happen like a lot on Facebook.
Know what you mean?
Yep. And Lee Moriarty is gonna be knocked out.
The crowd is still looking. Oh. Something's going on.
That was kind of a cool little like break. I like that spot.
The crowd
Oh,
is still
and
looking.
Diamond Cutter.
Going on Twitter to see if anyone.
There's still looking. I
Well,
Yeah,
guess
looks like the
only
fans are
got-
kind of settling down now.
Well, they're still looking. Like, well, I mean, they're settling.
Yeah, they are
down,
looking.
but-
Oh. Okay, me. Lamar
Oh.
Jackson
Oh,
is in attendance,
somebody from the what?
and they were chanting MVP.
MVP.
That. Oh yeah, here's yeah, it was someone from the Ravens. Commentary said
Oh.
it was someone from the Baltimore Ravens. Wow,
So
that's
it's a
No
football
kidding.
player?
yeah,
What?
Dang,
yeah, from the Baltimore
that's
Ravens.
cool.
Whoa.
I
No,
thought
they
so-
know
I
what's
thought
behind
some
the
of them
scenes
got
now,
rejected.
behind the crowd.
Because normally when that happens, like when you see people like that, something's gonna happen.
All right.
Well,
So
they
I'm
are in
assuming he was
Baltimore
drunk.
tonight, you know, the Baltimore Ravens.
I think he was probably just now coming to watch it, I guess, and everyone was looking.
Oh, they were walking. Oh, he was walking in.
Yeah, apparently he's like I didn't know, but commentary said it was someone from the Baltimore Ravens. So
Oh, okay.
commentary,
I see.
still better than the Eagles.
so more like a special guest.
So he walks in, everybody takes their attention off the match.
Shifter is an awesome person. I've known him.
Technically, I agree, Miss Brenda. Plus, I already met Jeff Jarrett himself, though, back in 2018.
So you personally know Jeff Jarrett over 25 years?
No, I only met the guy once.
No,
well,
I'm
in
talking.
person.
I'm talking.
And tap out from Moxley.
Hey, that was a good match though between Moxley and Moriarty.
Oh, dude,
That
Lee
was.
Moriarty, man, he looked
Even though-
great. Very
even
good
though-
mid card like position looked like tonight.
Like even though the Baltimore Ravens person kind of stole the match,
Oh, God.
kind of stole
Yeah.
the action,
Took all the attention.
Here comes
He
Ethan
wasn't-
Page.
and he probably wasn't even asking for it.
Yeah. I want to
Come
see
on.
Ethan Page versus Moxley. Have they ever faced off, Connor?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
On
God.
Rampage one time before, I think.
I want to see this match, please.
I believe they did.
Might be next week, might be this Friday night.
They
Please
should
be
put
next week, not on
MJF.
Rampage. I'm
They should-
sorry, but
They should put MJF on Rampage one time, and you watch ratings increase.
wait until he becomes champion.
Yeah.
Because if they had a big
Oh, here
name
we
like
go.
that on there,
I agree with that one, man. The ratings will be pushed up.
like even him just doing a promo, like live, would
Looks like DMD is a no-show.
Damn it, Britt.
Exactly. I'm used to that, Renee, because you know what? I know what it takes to be a star. And with Britt, she doesn't care about anybody else apart from herself.
Damn, I didn't even know she got hit by a car.
You know what's crazy is like Soraya is like really young still.
So, yeah.
She's very young.
Sorry, still really young. Like you
Tomato,
know, so she was
tomato.
on. So you know how people are saying that she had work done while she was off from WWE. Dude, all she did was stop drinking and
Mhm.
eat better. And that's all she did. So work out better. But yeah, her record, she has not had any plastic surgery done.
You sure about that?
But yeah, she said it on Jericho's podcast. So
Well, wrestlers lie all the time.
well, it felt believable.
Either
On
way,
her
she's still
record.
gorgeous.
It's good to have her though.
Yeah.
She's bringing up good points though.
Yeah, she's not wrong in what she's saying.
I wish there was a little bit more at them. I know she didn't know show on purpose because she's in Baltimore today. No Jericho versus.
I
a
think
former
that was a
Ice
sign of
Champion match.
disrespect.
Yeah.
I like her. I like Renee as a backstage interviewer. She's been.
Wait,
I like
both
that.
both segments
She
can't
did
be
a great
match.
job.
Like you see that? Like first it said Jericho versus
Yeah,
former
both
ROH
set up
champion
next.
is up next, and the Billy Gunn's birthday bash. Both is not up next. Like they did that before one time.
It's up next.
Mm.
Technically, yes, along with the
There you go. Eddie, thanks for watching, Eddie. Maggie Green. So,
Hey Maggie, how you doing?
I watched
Really?
the movie. I don't believe we had. I don't believe you watched our podcast, Maggie, or maybe you haven't for some comment. But thanks for watching.
Always good to
Yeah,
have
appreciate
new
it.
listeners. Love it. Makes me feel happy.
indeed.
We
Plus,
got
also
Subscribe
that
if you
email that
haven't.
we've had the last few weeks. You guys have literally have had some made us have some great conversations the last few
We got-
weeks. So keep it up, guys.
Of course, there's people
Yeah.
watching on Twitch. There's people watching on Twitch that never comment. But normally, if they comment, it's either spam or they're
Yeah.
just talking, or they just try to talk about.
Hey, do you
WWE.
want to like get your subscribers up to 100,000? So just
Yeah.
pay
Yeah, that kinda
$2,000.
Like I remember that like the whole thing was full of spams, and one of you
All
told
the
me in a,
new-
in a
I
oh
love
I don't
Oh,
know.
we don't want to be like Mr.
Surprise
Beast
me.
though. Oop.
You don't want to get demonetized, so stop spamming.
We're not gonna go there.
I mentioned this on Monday. I don't think I talked about it on
What's up?
here, but as you know, we're on Spotify. Another podcast platform has reached out to me actually,
What?
the podcast, and wants me to put all our stuff on their podcast as well.
Dude, I say we should do it. Like
Yeah, it's not it doesn't really cost to do that, but like they gave me
I'm
like a thing just like to claim my account, like they've already got it set up, I guess, and just to claim it.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do they want us
Go
to put
for it,
more
man.
content out there as well? Like, do they want us to?
It's basically just kind of like the ones with Spotify, just
Okay.
like stuff we do on here. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we could do exclusive stuff like Spotify or stuff like that, but but someone recommended us to them, like either a fan watching recommend us, or
Yeah.
I know I didn't do it.
Well, that's good because
but someone
like you said,
working for that,
Yeah.
like someone working for that platform, or a fan recommended us to them. That's hilarious.
Know what you mean?
I think, like I
We
said, we
certainly
have.
appreciate it.
If you're listening, whoever you may be that recommended us, thank you. Thanks for getting in touch with our great producer Connor. You know, he literally kicks butt, guys. Like Connor is seriously, like he's doing
You
so
guys
much.
were right about the Ravens.
Yeah.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh, there's Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. He was supposed to be the next big thing in football.
I don't know who he is. So,
He's-
Chris,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
He's
What are you doing for Daddy Ass's birthday bash tonight?
Technically, I do not know, Miss Brenda. All I do know is I'm just going to watch and see, and I do want to see what's going on with that segment, though.
You gonna open a cold one?
I wish. But speaking of which, though, it is his birthday tonight on AEW. Yesterday was his real birthday.
Isn't going to help you become the AEW World
Do the
Champion.
research. Anyway, let's get down. Let's get down to business. Here comes the
Yo!
birthday.
Yeah.
Listen. Yeah, it's time for the Acclaim. Still one of my favorite tag teams in the roster. I'm so glad they're champions.
Yeah. Is Billy Gunn wearing duct tape on his hands?
Yeah.
Or what's wrong with his hands?
Nothing.
Well, story-wise,
Yeah.
Swerve took pliers to his fingers and
Either that or he just cut them open real bad.
I love,
Right.
I love, to be honest with you,
So
like, a
kayfabe
lot of people
is-
have
they're
very,
broken.
like, mixed opinions on that. on the whole like backstage thing with Swerve.
So when
but
you can't scissor him, man. That's messed up.
I mean,
That's bad.
what?
Look at us standing there with. Yeah.
On a WWE, what they did to Val Venus was way
Choppy
worse.
choppy
Than
up PP.
that. Like that was,
I gotta hear this though. I'm gonna mute myself for a few minutes.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. Poor Billy Gunn, he can't scissor
He
anybody.
can't scissor. Well, he still can use his thumbs to scissor.
You see,
so paragraph dev tube.
he just has his hands up. He's like, I don't know what to do.
That could be a
Oh,
lot of
my
different
hand.
people. It says former ROH champion, so it doesn't have to be world champion. It could be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
I know Lane said it could be Christopher Daniels.
That's what I'm
someone's-
thinking.
Or some have mentioned Loki, who's the first ever ROH world champion.
That would be. You know what? That might be.
Okay,
it. I
that would
forgot
be
about it.
interesting. That'll be awesome.
I said Jonathan Gresham, but apparently he's on some kind of trip and somewhere. It could be Adam Cole.
Yeah, the cameraman's getting scissor tonight.
Hey, I didn't think about that. It could be Adam Cole.
Hold on 1 second, guys. 1 second.
Because he did put like the woman saying that he's out for 5 months, so he could be coming back tonight. That'd be cool.
That's stupid.
They finally got foam fingers. I'm gonna go buy one now. Yay! Daddy ass can finally scissor.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels. After him and Frank Kazarian lost against the Young Bucks, he's kind of disappeared from programming.
Yeah.
But he came back against when Tony Khan made the announcement he purchased ROH. He went against Danielson. He's been back. He was on Elevation once. He's who did he go against on Rampage at one time?
I can't remember.
He had a match on Rampage, I think. I think it may have been Jay Lethal. I could be wrong. But it would be awesome if it was Christopher Daniels.
He claims every Wednesday. Can somebody print that on a shirt, please? No Swerve, no Keith Lee.
This isn't going to end in just scissor me down. It never does.
No. Brian, just forget. I love Bowens. Like, he is seriously great. This is like this, like the most he's been over since D-Generation X. Oh no, he's gonna get attacked, isn't he? Aw. Yeah! These guys are great. They're such good baby faces.
You're going to give him the world title that he never won.
Aw. Just don't be like, I don't want it to be like the Festival of Friendship, though.
Wow.
You are an 11-time tag team champion. That's right. A 2-time tag team of the year.
That's the cheapest trophy I've ever seen. That
What segment was he talking about?
Most importantly,
oh the
a stand-up guy. And you are this. What's this?
Oh, world's greatest dad. That is great. That just made me laugh. Like, I love that. Oh, I bet he loves the Acclaim more than his own sons at this point.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Why do I have to be so behind you, Connor? Like, that's not good.
We have one final thing. To be honest with you, I planned so much more tonight. I had special guests from Daddy Ass's past, but unfortunately, 2 canceled last minute, and the rest were kind of upset. You didn't go to the reunion.
Oh, that's the line. Son of a bitch. That's great. Oh. Oh, Triple H is going to be mad at the office tomorrow.
he can be pissed all he wants.
And then the fans on Twitter are going to go crazy because AEW disrespected WWE. But when we respect AEW, they're cool. But once you start talking trash to Triple H,
Suck it. He's got to do it at this
he
point.
adopted the Acclaimed.
He can't do suck it even if he wanted to. He can't do suck it if he wanted to because it's his hands. He's got messed up hands.
I can't take it.
It's
It
true.
would be Octopus, Bengals, or
Yeah,
Rookie. I'm on a 9 of a 20-hour fast food. I'm struggling to watch the show with time because of the food commercials look too good. Can't wait to do the Arby's, for Dare Challenge. Wow. 9 out of 10.
Alrighty.
Sorry, brother. Hey, good luck though.
That's,
Yeah, good luck with that one.
So
I
basically,
somebody-
basically eating fast food for 20 hours, like, I guess I'm on a 9 out of
Doesn't sound like the healthiest thing to do, but it's your journey.
probably Ray Lewis. It's Lamar, whoever they said it was, I don't know. Yes, back in the day when he had long hair.
You know
Where
who
was
the
where was he
clubs
born
remind
at?
me- Remind me of that meme that goes like, "Daddy, chill."
Where was
That-
Jeff Jarrett born at? Do you know that? Well, I'm just saying because you said you knew him for 25 years, so like personally, so
Oh,
FTR.
Morrissey, what?
Uh-oh.
Dude,
You're-
Morrissey needs to leave this group and actually go after and do something better.
He needs to be put in ROH at this point.
Yeah, have him
Have him be world
do
champion.
a singles run.
From the only two that go good together is Lee Moriarty and Ethan Page.
Yes. Agree.
Mhm.
Who is
Oh, I love that shirt. I love both of their shirts.
really FT? Oh, dude,
That
yes.
is a cool shirt, though.
I want that one.
This is a site people want to see. This is what people want to see.
I just want to see FTR clean house.
Yes.
Those
That's what
those titles
I want to see.
look,
Definitely.
those titles look better around FTR than the Acclaim. I'm sorry, but I said it.
Well, I think FTR is the serious, like, they have every
Some
belt
foreshadowing.
in the world pretty much at this point.
This needs to
Besides
happen.
Impact AEW.
Why don't they just make it a
So-
triple threat?
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to, just make it a fatal four for the titles. But
I would say have them win it like winners coming.
That's a good idea.
hey,
Like
that'd be good.
have the blow off with Keith Lee and Swerve. You have Keith Lee and Swerve turn on each other, vice versa at Full Gear, and then you build up FTR and the Acclaimed. Love the Acclaimed. They don't need the championship to get them over. So I say you can have. I say winners coming. Acclaimed.
true.
Love you guys. You guys are my favorite tag team on the roster, but FTR, I think you can tell some really crazy stories now with how you're gonna be the belt collectors. Is she gonna be out with the conspiracy board, Connor?
What's that?
She's turning I think she's gonna turn babyface. I think Britt's gonna turn on her.
I
I
don't
can
know
kind
at
of
this
see
point.
that. I'm starting to see that very slowly.
I would actually petition her to beat Jade. Because you turn her baby face, she could
Hey,
be.
that's not a bad idea,
that
actually.
spot- almost that spot where Chris Stanlander's at.
I'm back,
Hmm.
unmuted.
But of course, we
So-
have to.
Sports entertainers.
Everyone's already mad about
Hager still has that hat.
AEW. Everyone's already mad that
He's not
AEW
taking that
has
head off for anybody.
that they signed Jeff Jarrett. I already
They're
seen
not
it coming a miles away.
thinking logically. Like Tony could literally use Double J
I mean, they're not
to
saying
help
like,
his roster.
like WWE is signing way too many former WWE guys. Like they're bringing back Bray Wyatt, they're bringing back Strowman, they're bringing
Yeah.
back all these people. Stop signing so many people. I mean, you're signing way too many former WWE guys.
That's funny, Connor. So,
I mean, you talk about AEW.
oh yeah,
signing so
so
many-
yeah, you're getting mad at AEW for bringing in like actual top wrestlers,
I mean,
but yet you're mad. I get Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's one of the best talents.
I mean, you brought back
any-
a second. You brought back Hit Row. You brought back Braun Strowman, Bray
but you brought
Wyatt,
Hit Row
Kevin
just
Cross.
to stick it to Swerve.
Dakota Kai. I mean, stop signing these people. You've only got some room.
The thing is, these guys had, but they're better
Exactly.
wrestlers than most of that roster, so I'm okay with them signing it. But you literally should stop
All right, here we
complaining about AEW at that point, if they're since they're signing
right.
as much talent.
I don't know
Just say, what do I know? I'm just an AEW mark. I promised myself I was not going to be broken tonight.
those people always say they're a bunch of marks. Who's this going to be? I hope it's not Matt Hardy.
They have their
Delete.
opinions.
But Matt Hardy, he never was an ROH champ. Oh, actually, no, he was tag team champion. He never held the big one in ROH, did he?
I'm not sure.
Shut up, Jericho.
I think he
He was
may
just-
have.
I think it was just a tag title, wasn't he?
I can't believe you said that.
What? Oh man.
He has some of the best promos. Nice. Lamar Jackson versus Chris
Uh-oh.
Jericho. He's like, I'm just trying to make myself laugh.
Uh-oh.
I think he's a little bit on the puffy. Lamar Jackson.
my
Oh my god. How dare you, Tony?
Oh,
Who could it be?
I hope they
Alright.
start. I hope they
Alright.
start.
Jonathan Gresham would be cool. Colt Cabana!
Colt Cabana!
Colt Cabana!
what?
Colt Cabana! Boom! Yes!
Oh
He's
man,
back!
okay.
AEW
Okay.
TV! Suck it, Punk! I'll take Colt any day.
Now you're talking.
I kind of hope they start chanting CM Punk.
Now
Go
you're
ahead and start.
talking.
Oh.
Okay.
Go ahead and
Okay.
start chanting it to get it, just to get it over with.
Because he's never faced Jericho, has he?
It is
Oh,
great to
so
see
good
him
to
back
see
in the
him back.
ring, though. I gotta say,
Man.
that's awesome.
I missed him so much. He's had some great small
Please
independent
start.
matches.
Please start chanting it.
Nice guy too. I've met him.
I like him better as a singles, not Dark Order.
Yeah, it made sense with Brody was there.
They're saying
but
welcome back.
he kind of
Come
stayed
on.
welcome too long in that. Colt can literally get himself over. He doesn't need that, and he's not even wearing Dark Order stuff. So I think it's been like the whole Men in Black.
Come on, if I was there, I'd
Yeah.
start this chant.
Oh man,
It looks like Colt Cabana's got more of a fire in him.
I did not expect Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
that is.
Colt's got more fire in him now that he didn't have before.
I
I'm
can
ready to see him
that.
back in ROH. They're actually shit. Oh, because I forgot ROH has to have.
I mean, Colt
Can we
Cabana's
do a
just
pure
fine.
rules match? I want to see Jericho in a pure rules match. They have not done that in AEW yet.
That would be
I want them
interesting.
to so bad. Because it was so much. It's such a cool like concept, and I want them to do it. Just like especially if we're having Ring of Honor matches, we need to have the pure rules match. Because Jonathan Gresham, every match he would have for that
They're
championship.
starting CM Punk chant. You gotta listen very like they're saying Colt Cabana. They're saying
it's
Colt
very fake.
Cabana. Then some fans are saying CM Punk.
Yeah, saying Coco Bell.
But I think they.
Yeah, there
I really,
are.
yeah. Who knows? Maybe CM Punk will come back, but it doesn't sound like it.
I'd rather have
I
him come back
doubt
than
it.
Colt Cabana. If I'm gonna choose, if I'm gonna choose, I'm gonna keep the dollars and the cents.
That makes sense. Yeah.
I'd rather keep the Elite than Punk though.
He's
I think
dollars and the
Punk's
cents,
just.
though.
I think he's done with wrestling now. Sadly,
He's dollars and the cents. But no one in AEW can
no one can
Like-
draw aside as MJF.
like Moxley and Jericho combined doesn't
Mm.
match up with what Punk has made in AEW.
But
No, I'm not trying to throw shade at them, but
no,
just
but
saying
it's true, and that's the hard part. But when you're
Right,
disrespecting your network,
Yeah.
your company, and your executives,
that, hey, the Elite started it. If it's true that they spread rumors, I don't know.
well, that's the
though.
thing is like no one's came out and said that they were. That's the thing. It's just all.
What the?
It's
Hmm.
they should have dealt with it through HR or
Oh.
as adults.
Well, as CM Punk
Yeah,
said,
that's true.
I'm old, I'm tired, I'm old, and I work with effing children. And maybe he does.
Okay, that's a botch right there. That's a botch.
And maybe he does, because when over the week, a podcaster, whatever his name is, they posted, AD posted Marina Shafir and Jade Cargill, and then he said, "Oh God, no." And then Jade Cargill, the whole women's roster comes after him that they can't take criticism. So maybe he does work with children.
I mean, that's the guy's
But
opinion.
it's,
I
but
mean,
it's funny how when someone bashes Marina Shafir, it's okay to bash that fan, but when it's Sammy Guevara and people down him,
You know,
I mean, whereas
I think wrestling fans. I think we just need just to stay out of the wrestling politics and just enjoy wrestling.
because like it's fine for people to
I agree.
discredit Marina, and it's fine for someone to bash Marina and that one person get bashed by the entire women's roster, but when it's Sammy getting disrespected, that's double standard.
I stay
such a
out of
double
that
standard.
argument.
Yeah.
Like I'm just tired of it. I just want good product on TV.
But I'm with the fan. Oh God,
That's
no, I
it.
don't see this. No one asked for this match, but people are asking for Jamie Hayter.
Well, like that's
I mean, it's
the problem is,
true.
I wonder at this point, are they just killing time until Chris Stanlander comes back?
That's what I feel like they're doing.
It feels like what they're doing. They're pushing it off. I'm like,
Yeah.
hard
And
part
ACL
is you have a couple stars that could give Chris Stanlander. I'm sorry, Jade. You had a great mic. You have great mic skills, but you've gotten old. Your promos the same. You're green in the ring. As you know, your wrestling terminology being analytically here, all your matches have been squash matches for the most part. Okay. And if you can't take criticism and say, okay, I need
in
to
the
be better
same
because
match.
and I get you're a heel. You know what? Fine. Yes. I'm okay with you doing that on Twitter because you're a heel. You're doing what Matt Cardona and a few others on Twitter do. And that's, you're being negative towards the fans' back. But the hard part is dirt sheets and everything else will kick that up and they'll make you look like a piece of shit. You're literally feeding the fire of toxic, crazy fans. And if you don't know how to control it like a lot of these heel wrestlers do, then you're just going to get thrown on the bus. But you also got to say, they kind of got a point. Why are they hating me for this match? Well, what are they saying? Well, you can't, you're having a hard time wrestling. I get your ring work. Her ring work has gotten a lot better since the Shaq match. I will give her that. I give her credit. Okay. But the thing is, when you're a champion, you can't really be that green. Okay. You're getting,
Especially,
you're not
especially for a
Goldberg.
network.
Sorry, you're not Goldberg.
Especially for a network.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, this match maybe should have been on Rampage.
Or could just could have
Me.
been dark.
Dark, or Elevation.
Or could have just never happened altogether.
Mm-hmm. Like, it's one of those things.
But
Yeah.
people think that when someone says stuff about Jade or Nyla, Jade, Marina, or anyone,
Yeah.
they're just
Yeah.
they're bashing the person.
Mhm.
They hate the person. No, we're just discrediting what we don't like. No one said that they hate. I never said I hate Marina Shafir.
You don't hate her as a person. You just think that she needs
People twist it around and try to. I don't know.
Well, it's in the video you posted.
She needs
earlier,
exactly. She needs work.
With the whole Thunder Rosa sandbagging her.
Yeah, she did not. That was all Marina Shafir.
Yes, like
Mm-hmm.
the thing is,
like
like I
off
said,
the
the thing is, yeah,
off the Sims Jacobs.
because we discussed, like I said, I was
Yeah.
my lunch break when you sent it. I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, and that's I'm watching it back, like, and if she was sabotaging that match, Tony Khan probably would have stepped in and said something, or we would have had like an apology video, something along those lines. But the hard part with this women's match tonight, it really feels like the Divas era of wrestling. That weird time, before we had the women's, some of the greatest women's matches in the history of main eventing WrestleMania. You're going almost back to how the Bella Twins and Kelly, those kind of divas where it really didn't matter on their ring work, and it just sucked the energy out of the show. Nothing against women's wrestling, but once Paige and AJ Lee and the Four Horsewomen, once they kind of started changing the way we looked at women, a lot of those women's matches, I was taking a bathroom break or I would go get a snack. I was not invested in those matches. And the thing is, even looking at Rio, like a lot of Rio's matches, I didn't agree she should have been the first one's champion, but she at least can wrestle and has some in-ring capability that's not going to look as sloppy as, unfortunately, these two we have tonight. But like I said, it can change our opinion.
Yeah.
The thing is weird like that. You have all the best technicians, and with Jade admitting that she is working with Regal and Danielson and Claudio and some of the other women wrestlers and other wrestlers in general are working with them before the show even starts. I hope they come out here and give us a kick-ass match. I really do. But who knows? The last time they faced off, like Connor said, it was not a good match, and it just sucked the energy out. Just like I was saying earlier with the Divas Revolution, when all that. Yeah. So hopefully tonight, I'm not going to prove us wrong. I really do.
You pretty much summed it up correct, right there. No said.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
No said. Without
Jericho gets the 1, 2, 3 against Colt. Yeah.
Hey, that was actually a pretty decent match. Like there was a few botches in it. Noticed, but
It was, it was solid. Like I don't that one thing over the rope. I'm glad Daniel Garcia had the knowledge to say, "Oh shit, we got to catch him."
some more
kind
serious.
of looked like part of the match, but with Colt really having been on like a steady TV since
Who do you
Punk came in.
name? Who do you think's made the most money off the name CM Punk?
Punk himself.
Like besides,
Ooh.
I'd say WWE probably.
WWE probably.
Because AEW made it probably get chunk, but
he even said himself.
I mean, because that's their thing is marketing and making the money off of the wrestlers. I
What
think
the
that's their thing.
But the girl's glasses.
Oh, come on, Jericho. Give him break the man's glasses.
Why are we guys attacking
Claudio.
one of the? All right.
I kind of hope Claudio wins it back.
I have to admit though, I'm glad that they're being like total like over the top D bags.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Like, that's one thing I have to admit about the
I mean-
JAS. Like, it reminds me of how the Miz acts and the aspects I love about him being a heel
Yeah.
over the top, just cringe. And then, but at least, I'm not. It's I like the sports entertainment.
It's
gimmick.
like he
I
takes
really
pleasure
do.
in being a douchebag, you know?
Yes. Yes. And holding one of the best championships in wrestling history and all the lineage that it's held. That belt itself literally is going to be in the next 10, 15, 20 years' time. It's going to be as important as the WWE Championship. It's going to be as important as,
Oh,
when we think about
yeah,
Flair,
yeah.
like his championship. When we think about the Wing Angle belt, of course, the
I'll be right back.
NWO, championship. Yeah, I think we're going to hold that belt as that much, as one of the best titles to win. It's going to have the same,
Mhm.
my opinion, almost the same passion as the NWA championship held. Because look at all the wrestlers that's held the NWA championship that went on and became crazy superstars. So,
Yeah.
even with that being a smaller promotion, people still hold that belt at the top of the level. So, I don't know. But with like I said, it's a fun show tonight. I'm really digging this show. It's one thing that, because I've
That's
had
great
more
so
time,
far. Yeah.
I've had a lot of time to listen to different ideas and perspectives from different people that actually work in the industry. And one thing that I have to admit about
Yeah.
AEW is they tighten the screws. Yes, some matches may not have been the best of late, but in the ring, it feels like the referees are doing a better job at counting and forcing the rules. It's scripted. But it feels like they're tightening those down. They're letting segments breathe. Like they're letting actually, it's turning
Yes, that's one thing I do enjoy about
a good,
this show, this
good
product.
coherent story to where someone like myself or us that are the hardcore wrestling fans, we're gonna be able to follow it from like with Hangman from months in advance. But for somebody that's coming into it, like say somebody that hasn't watched wrestling or doesn't watch AEW Dynamite, they can come in, turn on, and they can kind of get the gist of what's going on. I think they've done a good job about explaining.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're explaining the different things that are going on with the JAS, the Blackpool Combat Club. You can see turmoil with inside the Blackpool Combat Club of the last couple of weeks, and then you have everything tied back in together. This last match with how Claudio and Daniels and how they were two of the best Ring of Honor champions in that company, and showing this we should be the champion. You should not be. You're the biggest douchebag in wrestling right now. We are coming for that belt because we have matches. We had blood matches, blood, sweat, and tears in front of 30, 40, 50 to 100 people, and you've had full arenas full of cheering you on. We literally had to wrestle in front of nobody for that belt. But we were the champion of one of the best companies, and look how many of those champions have been champions in both AEW, New Japan, WWE, to Impact. Okay, literally, Ring of Honor has the best developmental system for any of the companies out there, and that's why
Very
NXT
true.
was so. And having this, I'm glad that they're having ROH matches on TV as long as they make sense. And I think now, we have the Ring of Honor hopefully coming up on a streaming or a TV, series. Hopefully, you're doing it. You're bringing a good attention to it.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's one thing that AEW I think has done better lately for the casual fan as well as us hardcore fans. So hopefully, like I said, we'll keep the momentum going. But unfortunately, here in the next little bit, I have a feeling that this show is going to drop off a little bit. It's just intuition at this point.
Yeah, because someone's coming out. But besides that, I think Brian Cage and Samoa Joe should be good.
Oh, that's going to be a hard-hitting match. That could be literally at the ROH pay-per-view at the end of the year. That literally should be made.
But before I left,
I'm looking forward to that one.
Like, who do you guys think has made the most money off of CM Punk? I mean, CM Punk.
Probably WWE or Pro Wrestling Tees at this point.
Well, number 1 Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Colt Cabana.
That's great, but funny
Yeah,
joke,
so I'm saying
but
like WWE
sad but true.
probably. Yeah,
He
Yeah.
even said it too. CM Punk said it in that post-media scrum at the very end. He
exactly.
he asked everyone there. He said,
Colt
he
Cabana.
said the first person's Vince McMahon. He told Tony he's not there yet. Then he said Scott Colton, which is not lying probably. I don't know any of that, but all the stuff he said is so relatable in real life. I'm tired. I'm old. I work with deaf and children. That's so relatable to a lot of people.
No.
No, this match should be good. The triple threat match for All Atlantic Championship. All the All Atlantic Championship matches, like defenses, have been top notch. This is my favorite title in all of wrestling right now.
I really want to get like an actual like replica of this one.
Yeah, they got the TNT now. I liked about the official ones, not wasn't
Yeah.
eBay and stuff.
Actually, my replica of the United
Yeah.
States Championship from New Japan is pretty good though for being a knockoff.
Oh, it's like a
Uh-huh.
replica.
It's like it literally almost
It's a
like,
beautiful
to the
belt.
T.
It really is.
Like I think maybe like the color and the red's a little bit off, but other than that, it's pretty dang close.
I want Punk back. Not gonna get tonight. Lane, how are you? I can tell we are all getting into the matches.
Yeah, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. New job's going well, and I'm able to be on this show every week. So I've been able to actually feel like I'm doing a good service for you guys, listeners, where I'm more engaged with the conversation
Yeah.
instead of just feeling tired and exhausted after work and messing up the show.
I'm sorry, everyone, but I'm not gonna get Punk back tonight.
Are you sure, Connor?
I wish.
Mhm.
And I really do hope this is a work. Like, I really do hope it. I wish it was a work. Probably not. Mr. Jacobs, where's your favorite match tonight? I guess so far that's happened.
Mhm. Actually, I enjoyed the Moxley and Moriarty match. I thought that was pretty good.
Oh, it was kick ass, man. I agree with you. This should be, on paper be a great match.
Does he carry the title in the backpack?
Yes. I love that. Oh, actually, no, he's carrying over his. I think he's carrying over his shoulder. He's carrying his backpack.
I agree. First, he went by the Best Friends music. Then he went to kind of rock.
I love the
Freshly juicy,
Pixie
freshly
song.
squeezed Orange Cassidy's
and
theme.
now they've moved into the desk. Like
I
they
wish
changed
it would-
themes. Like they changed themes so long, you don't know if it's them or not. Like you don't know who it is. But
Yeah.
this theme does not fit Orange Cassidy.
Well, it's just weird because like
Uh,
the Pixies was such a great song to use, like the "Where's My Mind." But I wonder if Tony Khan just wasn't able to kept paying for it.
He needs to stop doing that altogether.
He just needs to bring Jim Johnson in,
that's
Yeah.
something too. Yeah, for the rights.
or CFO, like because I like what CFO.
Bring him out of retirement.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's I think he's still writing music, so I think like I said when. That was one weird time, like, it was kind of weird because, like, I liked CFO, but I also like Jim Johnson, and they kind of had two great producers of music. And then, of course, you'd have, like, the cool, like, cases like Edge, or now Cody being in WWE with, and Jack Swagger and The Miz. Not Jack Swagger, sorry, Dolph Ziggler, where they had the Downstate songs, or I can't remember who wrote Edge's theme song, but yeah. So I'm hoping. I think they need to do that. I think if they really want to be more successful as a company, I think they need to start making their own music or hire a musician staff like that to come up write some of these theme songs. Some there's a lot of them are great, but it's just not as memorable as where it was when we first started. Because really, the ones that
Yeah.
stand out are like Baker, Christian, of course, like his still stands out. Darby, because he's able to keep his still. Moxley because he has Wild Thing. But other than that, some of these stars don't have that music anymore. They don't have that freak out. It's it's Orange Cassidy.
Please
Yeah.
don't tell me he got injured again. If Phoenix really got injured right there, it's his own fault this time.
I hope not. I don't want to.
Ooh.
I love Ray
He
Phoenix,
does.
but man,
He does moves, and then he ends up really getting hurt lots of times.
at that
Well,
point, he needs.
AEW just announced
Yeah.
2 new events.
Don't say anything. They're probably fixing that.
Oh,
But this is going to be probably one of the best matches.
Oh,
of the
here we
night.
go.
he landed. Oh, that was a weird land.
Here we go.
Did they already show it? At the bottom?
Oh,
You want me to tell it now or wait?
Did they show it under the bottom screen yet?
Yep, they did.
No, not yet. Oh, they did.
I
I
didn't
didn't
see it. I
notice.
was too busy watching the match.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Like,
leave it.
this
Yeah.
is like crack.
Do you
this
think
is
that
like-
tonight's mid?
You still
Like-
want me to tell you the dates yet?
Mm.
Here in a second.
Hold on. I think they're fixing they're showing some stuff on the.
Well, I already just seen it. It was during probably when Luchasaurus was out of the ring.
Do you guys think that
First
tonight's
time.
been mid?
No, I think tonight's been it's been probably about a good solid
No.
8 out of 10.
Like, not my
Like-
opinion. Just something I've seen on Twitter.
I think they're just criticizing.
I'll give it a good
AEW.
8. Yeah.
AEW. Like if you really want to break things down and criticize it, if I'm taking my fan hat off here and breaking everything down, the segments with Saraya and Britt Baker having those two, kind of do their own segment was great. Jericho and Colt Cabana, had a couple little botches. It slowed the show and the momentum down. This match has
Yeah.
been so far pretty good. I love the dynamic between having two of the higher flyers in your company and go against Luchasaurus that just is a monster. I would say if I was taking my wrestling hat, my fan hat off, if I was just one of the guys that actually gets Dave Meltzer, I'd say this show's probably about 7.5 or 8 out of 10. Just because a couple little things here and there right now, but it's been solid. If it was mid, I would be complaining a little bit more about the negative side of tonight's show instead of just talking about the positives.
Well, that's fair. Yeah.
But like I said, it comes down to I think fans now are just doing the same hate that they had with Vince McMahon. I really think I think it's just part of a trend instead of actually. If it's actual criticism, that's great. But don't just say it's mid and not give me an example. Because Twitter, you can
Being
just tweet anything.
fickle.
Yeah, stop being fickle. Actually give me a reason. Why do you think this show is mid? And hey, you know what? If it's a solid piece
Right.
of evidence, then I'll say, you know what? Hey, I didn't see it that way, and I kind of agree with you. But if you just say, hey, the show is just mid, why are you saying it's mid? Is it because one of your favorite stars didn't win? Was it a segment didn't sit right? Give me explanation. Even if it's just a few words, I don't need to see, AEW is just mid. Because, heck, everybody says the same thing about WWE, AEW. You're not giving us a reason to actually say, hey, the show is mid. Because as a fan, it's been great. As a personality and a host and somebody that's analyzing it as we watch it, I would say this would be a good one to go back and watch some of the moments from tonight. It's been really great. And I'll probably watch some of the moments tomorrow on Instagram and Reels and YouTube while I'm on lunch or in between projects at work.
Right.
What do you think,
So-
Connor?
Oh yeah, yeah. Tonight's is one of those that is definitely gonna be go back and watch and analyze everything, because sometimes it's hard to analyze it live, fully let it sink in, and then the second time you watch it, you really. I don't know if I'm making sense, but
No, I think you're absolutely right. Like you, in the moment, you're enjoying it,
Making total sense.
and
Yeah.
there's things that you're not going to see because, especially, we're in the middle of analyzing it, watching it live, talking to our great listeners. But what, like just for instance, right now, like Luchasaurus is doing some great big man spots. He can fly, but he's really
Mm-hmm.
knocking them down. Same thing. And then if you really want to go into the basics of wrestling, right? You're seeing Ray Phoenix and Orange Cassidy going after Luchasaurus, like how people would go after Big Show or how they would go after Kane or Undertaker. They're
Yeah.
really doing a great psychology in this match.
Double suicida.
I know they're doing some crazy stuff with the high five.
That didn't look too good, but he caught him.
Oh,
Yeah, I know that. Orange Cassidy's chest is red.
Yeah, that's one
That was
thing I love
another
about
botch, I think.
Cassidy. He can take I love his color. He shows great
No,
color when he gets.
I don't like it hurt because when I'll say it when Wayne sees.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm almost there. Double Suicito. Glad he caught them both. He made it work though. Even if it was a botch, Luchasaurus made it work for what it was.
yeah.
Oh, big boot. Oh, that hurt. Like you see
So, yes, you can criticize that little botch, but he was able to think on the fly and.
Has Luchasaurus put him through the table yet?
Not in this match. But
Hey, call an audible.
So I'm curious to see who's going to win this. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Cassidy.
Well, Luchasaurus put Ray Phoenix through a table.
Yeah.
And when he put him through it, Ray Phoenix's back landed on the ring on the bell.
Hope his back's okay.
Like, shouldn't this be a count out?
Well, actually, it depends on the rules because if you think about it, most triple threat matches, if we're off WWE standards, they don't have the count.
Because Jungle Boy's already hit Luchasaurus.
No, it's no DQ.
Yeah, I think it's because triple threat rules. I believe there's no DQ. I don't know. It's one of those things that if you go off WWE rules and what we've been trained in our brains to think before AEW, they could do a chair shot or there's no count out for the champion.
Oh my god! Oh snap!
So, boy, flying Jungle Boy.
Because it's definitely been over 10 seconds. But I think I think Luchasaurus is out of the ball game now.
Yeah, but I think
that was a hell of a spot.
But I think we're going off triple threat rules from the past. I think, like I said,
he's out of there.
Cherish. I think anything goes, and we can count to 10.
He's gonna try to do this. Don't do that. You're gonna lose it.
It's a no DQ, I believe.
But shout out to Jack Perry.
It's not gonna matter if he uses it now. You can use it now, Phoenix. Because someone just got hit with the chair. We didn't get it there. I thought Cassie would have got it with that roll up.
He's like, I don't want to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I guess that's like
that was
Phoenix.
great.
The only person I could see that would do a hit something with a hammer besides Penta in that group, or not Penta, but besides Pac would be Penta. Like Phoenix to me is still babyface. Roll up 2.
Like, like.
Phoenix, Superman punch.
Like Phoenix went for the cutter, and then Orange Cassidy in midair did the orange punch.
That was nice. See, I like the orange punch.
Who's this?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Do you think?
Who is this?
I don't know. I don't see anybody coming out.
I don't know who this is.
Wait a second.
No one knows who this is. I'm sorry.
I wonder if they're bringing more.
He's the wrestler.
Talent. He's a wrestler.
Says it on his shirt.
No, really?
no one knows that this is like.
Oh, it's I can't remember his name is, but he was at Forbidden Door.
Like he's got zero crowd reaction. You see that?
Shibata.
He's got right.
Shibata.
I don't even know who that is. No one knows who that is in the crowd.
Half of them don't know who he is.
Like Jeff Jarrett got a bigger crowd reaction than that.
Well, yeah, of course Jeff Jarrett's in there.
This is the worst reaction I've ever seen. Only like a few people who watched New Japan.
Well, that's the thing is like they're bringing more talent in.
That they shouldn't do that because they got a
Yeah.
full roster of signed talent that they could use.
In a way, I kind of see where it's going with Orange Cassidy for Friday. Like I see these two going at it, but
And normally when they book New Japan guys, ratings are down big. Like that one time they had Juice Robinson and
Okay, I
sad
see.
because Juice is
like
a great.
and then like even during the Forbidden Doors season, like when they had a lot of New Japan guys come over, ratings were down big time there too. Like it's shown every time they bring New Japan guys, ratings are down.
That's
But
probably why they're putting
Yep.
Rampage. Which that's the hard part. Is like I love having like international talent come over.
there's been a lot of people. Well, the guy who was in the Sting mask, I don't know who that was. I don't know who this
Yeah,
other guy is. And I don't know who this guy is with Swerve.
The only reason why he looks familiar is because he was at Forbidden Door. Had one little.
Rick Ross.
Ooh, champagne. Anybody else want some champagne? I really do like Swerve. I'm excited to see how his heel run's going to be.
Yeah.
Hmm. Can we just get the women's match done over with so we can get into the main event? Well, that's the thing is like, it's gonna be a terrible match when they put it right before the main event.
Well, you got Brian Cage and Samoa Joe. Is that going to be a main event?
Technically, yes.
Well, that's just get
That
this sucks. Well, at least we got the poll coming up. So if you guys haven't, go over to Twitter and vote on the poll.
probably one more commercial break. So go to you can go either to the tweet, the retweet on the All Elite.
Oh, nice.
Podcast, or you can go to my page at Taz the Major Mark.
Wow, they give her a new. They legit gave her a new theme song because it was so boring.
Is it good? Is it better? Because I love orchestra music, but it does not make sense for her character.
You're gonna go into this trying to prove people wrong, and that's where it's gonna.
Okay.
No, say zero crowd reaction. No one. The theme's all right.
Okay.
It gives her no justice.
You don't know her.
But they did it. But like you see why they did it though, because it was so boring, and people finally. This sucks.
All right, Maria. Okay, let's prove us wrong. Let's prove us wrong.
I don't want to see this.
Her song's kind of good though. It's kind of a bop. I'd listen to it in the gym.
I don't want to see this match though.
No one does. No one does. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do since we're waiting for this match to start.
She's going to prove everybody wrong because we don't know her.
No one knows her.
So,
Oh yeah, I finally did watch that promo. I don't know how I didn't see it before, but
No one does.
you know me. You know me.
Here's the-
Oh wait, you don't know me, but you just spent 5 minutes telling us that you do know me. That is
all right.
That's stupid. Come on.
Yeah. You don't know me.
I mean, Anna Jay,
Now, so we know you know.
like,
She explained her whole life story, and then she tell everybody that they don't know her.
but this is stupid.
Anyway.
So I'll have you guys vote in the comment section as well, so we can see if we can get some more responses. So I put my poll up, okay, and the three options for us to talk
I
about.
mean, you got to admit,
is
Jade
the
does
whack-
look amazing. I'll give her that.
Her body is chiseled. She looks like a statue.
They've already made the match the worst it can be.
All right, Jade, just squish her. Let's get it done over with. Come on, just squish her. Come on, just squish her. Come on, we don't need this to be a competitive match. Oh God, Nyla and Vicky Guerrero. Oh God, why, Tony? Why? This fans, this is mid.
What are they doing? Just sitting on the stage talking?
No, it's funny.
What
I'll give her that.
No, bad Tony, bad booking, bad. No, don't make me get a spray bottle, Tony. I will get the spray bottle.
Yeah, they're just talking about nothing.
This is the worst match ever. With
What the fudge? Like, this is cringe. This is
Yeah, I agree. This
terrible.
is horrible booking.
Like, this is like
and it's not even
stupid
and this time it's not
divas
even
bullshit.
and
No,
at this point it's not even Marina Shafir's fault this time
I'm like,
because she hasn't really got to do anything yet.
all they've done is lock up and hit. Like, don't get me wrong, like a lockup can tell a good story, but this with those
No, it's
two
not her
idiots
fault.
on the. I'm sorry, I love you, Vicky. You were one of my favorite managers. I hated you as a kid, but this is cringe. This is mid, folks. This is mid. If you really want to throw that terminology around, this is garbage. Get back in the ring, Jade. Get back. Okay? Ref, start counting. This
I mean,
did
at this
not
point-
need to happen. Could
At
you
this
just
point, Lane's more like
do a
Lane's more
squash
entertaining.
match? Sorry. Gosh.
That was a waste of time.
Ugh. Terrible.
Mhm.
Like Marina looks like she had like some sense knocked out of her. Jesus.
Oh, that was a nice pump
Good
kick.
boot.
I'll give her that.
That's a good boot, but it can only go so far with a
That
boot.
was a huge waste of time.
Tony, you have better women in the roster. And dude, Marina didn't even look like she was in pain. She had a blank, like,
You see the look in her face when
emotion
she
on her face. Like, what the hell was that?
my God.
That was like, dude, just do a squash match. Just don't need Nyla out there till the end. Then have Nyla come out there and do her. I'm Nyla Rose.
It's like she wasn't there.
I am the real junior champion. And then have Vicky, excuse me, you tag, blah blah blah. Dude, like seriously, like this is terrible booking. Tony, you need to get the belt off of her. Cancel the baddies. Get her some more training. Get both those girls
Horrible.
more training. Okay.
I don't know what
That was-
the end game with all that is. I don't know. It's just
But-
it's horrible booking. Horrible.
It's crazy. I'm on Twitter and everyone's saying that this is the worst show ever. Just after that, but
What the heck is this?
but that one segment doesn't judge the entire episode.
Just Raw can't always be a home run throughout. the
Right.
day.
That one segment
Yeah.
sucked. I'll give you that.
And that
But that
was the
doesn't mean
worst
the whole
segment on the
show
show. That bumped it down probably to a 7 for me, but it's still a solid show. There were still great moments. That's going to be great
Like,
for your pay-per-view
for me,
matches. And
Mhm.
great-
For me, like the
Great
only
vehicle.
yes,
All right. So got a good match coming up next.
this is great
Want me
to
to
see.
take
This is great to see.
why we calm down and
Brian
take a
Cage in the main
breather.
event.
So, all right. So I put a poll up earlier.
Not yet.
Yeah,
Not
we
yet,
had
not yet.
3. Wait. Okay. Oh, the House of Black. I can't wait. The
Yeah.
House of Black. Ooh.
You're burying them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh snap! What does this all
Oh.
mean? This
I
is
like
cryptic.
this.
What does this mean?
Have you all abandoned your faith this quickly?
Anybody else have
I'm
chills?
digging the motif. I'm getting what I think I'm getting what they're trying to do here. This is pretty cool.
Yep, I know what they're.
Oh,
To abandon
Dude, like I have chills right now. This is amazing.
did they
Did
just kill
Darby
Malachi
direct
Black?
this?
This is pretty cool.
That last few seconds of that was so cool.
end so that all can suffer anew.
Oh man, that was badass. Resurrection.
Oh my god.
That was awesome. That was cool.
Okay, that just saved what happened earlier.
Thank you, Colin.
Oh.
That they made up for a little bit.
Man,
Okay.
that was awesome.
All right, so the poll. So our conversation, while we're waiting for the main event, is going to be our favorite WCW moments.
Wow.
That's
You
what
watched
we
all
wanted, by 55% to 33%.
Who wants to go first?
I think I'll go first. I think one of my favorite ones, and the thing is, I've never been a Hulk Hogan fan, but I did enjoy when he turned heel and joined the NWO. That was like one of my favorite things back when I was a kid. And I thought that was like the coolest thing ever was seeing Hulk Hogan get on the dark side. So that's probably my top favorite moment in WCW.
That was the only time he was a heel. I think for me, I think it was when Diamond Dallas when he won the championship. Just the emotion, the crowd, and just having somebody that never held the big one finally get his flowers and actually and just be one of the best baby faces in the company. I was really proud of that match, and that was one that I just watched recently. So Diamond Dallas Page winning the championship was mine. What about you, Chris? Do you have a moment that kind of sticks out to you?
Technically, I
Nice.
don't have a favorite moment, but I do remember the time when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash made their first appearance in WCW. And I remember the first words of Scott Hall. They are, and I know the words. It goes like, you know why I'm here, but you don't know why I'm here.
Yeah.
So hats off to the debut of Scott Hall and Kevin Nash.
A lot of
Those
people
are
thought it was,
good information.
a lot,
Nice
a
done.
lot of people thought WWE was invading WCW back then because
Yeah.
what they said.
Yeah, you know who we are,
Right.
but you know out here.
Me, wow. For me, though, probably when Sting went to the Crow, like when he debuted that look.
That was a really cool moment. If you guys get a chance,
And I loved. We watched this here recently, but the giant whooped on Savage and Hogan, and Bobby Heenan says, "Couldn't happen to two better people."
yes.
The only thing is
That was great. That was great comedic timing.
Yeah. Well, anyway, but first, let's what was going on this Friday and next Wednesday night.
If you guys get a chance, go on to where you listen to your podcast. Plug in the Snake Pit with DDP and Jake Roberts, but they broke down at least a good chunk of Sting's career.
Oh wow!
And kind of some great stuff about how he got started in wrestling to how he became, actual our black and white face paint Sting. Mentioned everything with AEW, kind of his role there. So if you guys get the chance, Take the hour out of your day, or while you're commuting to work, or doing homework. Give it a listen. It really is. There was things that I did not know, and actually was, and I'm like, wow, like having because Diamond Dallas Page and Jake Roberts are like really close with Sting, so I recommend it. Go watch it or listen to it.
Well,
Yeah.
speaking of events though, and I really don't
Yeah.
want to
Yeah.
spoil this for anybody, but as I messaged Connor, now I'm telling everyone though, just in case you didn't see the new events. January 6th, Portland, Oregon, Rampage. Wednesday, January 18th, in Fresno, California. Like Connor said, they're going to be in the California area for a couple of weeks. That on during the middle of the week. And finally, for the main resistance, January 25th, Lexington, Kentucky. If anybody did hear me out, though. Okay, again, the silent treatment, eh?
Dude, Bobby Cruz. Just a shout out to Bobby Cruz, man. I like his announcing. So, do you guys think Joe's going to win this match?
I got Joe winning. I'm hoping for that. I'm behind him, man.
I just wish Brian Cage was by himself. I don't mean to be part of the embassy. It just, I don't know. It just, I hope that they were doing something bigger with it with ROH, but this is just.
Yeah, it seems like they always have to put him in a crew. Like same like Hager and other people. They have to put him in a group.
He can at least cut a better promo than Hager. Hager is kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to promos, but Cage can at least do decent promos. He's not the best, but like he could, or at least, or if you want to have a manager, just give him a manager. The guy is still the size of a freaking bull.
Like his Impact run was great, and he didn't have one manager
until he lost to Tessa Blanchard.
Stupid booking by bad creative. She's 41-0 now, but it's basically she's had a few like competitive matches, but most of them have been squash matches.
Yeah, this was probably the worst one tonight.
House of Black. Yeah, I'm glad House of Black has been shown on TV. House and Terrell, thanks for watching. But we got a second match announced for Full Gear, Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter. Now that match should be a very, very good match, but wish it for the official women's championship. At this point, I would just vacate it and make Hayter and Storm match to crown.
Yeah. I think Thunder Rosa, though, I think she'll be back. I think she'll be back that night. So whoever wins that match, I think will officially go for that championship.
Is a winner is coming? Is a winner is coming to San Antonio?
No, it's near me. It's up here in Dallas.
Because I know they're going to. Where is Thunder Rosa's hometown?
She lives in San Antonio.
Yeah.
So it could be one of those two Texas shows because there's one that's in Austin and there's one in Dallas. So it just depends on how they want to do it. Because she also does a lot of shows up here in Dallas, like her wrestling promotion. So,
but I just hope that Thunder Rosa doesn't beat Tony Storm. Because if she doesn't, Tony Storm was never women's champion. That would suck. Because interims don't count.
I think that's Tony kind of booked himself into a corner with that. But I think that if I'm reading, this is how I would be booking it, and if I'm thinking of how Tony's booking it, right? So you're gonna have Tony Storm's going over at Full Gear. Okay, it's gonna be a very competitive match. You're gonna have a babyface turn at the end of that one, and then after a great little handshake, you're going to have Thunder Rosa's music hit, the boom, boom, Thunder Rosa, how her song goes, and then they're gonna look at each other in the ring, hold the belts, and then I'd say winner's coming, just because you need that one big thing like Sting debuting. You need that one big, why should I watch this show? You put that as your main event. These two great, they're really the two of the best men on the whole planet right now in the wrestling world. You put those two facing off against each other. I think, and then you have finally Tony Storm win the big one and have her beat Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
And I think at this point you can use Thunder Rosa, maybe do like a best of series, have Tony Storm win, maybe Iron Man match, and then have a new plan for Thunder Rosa. Either A, you can have her as your TBS champion, which would be kind of cool, because then you can have her do what Cody did with the whole new championship every week, or you kind of do what
That's not bad.
Serena Deeb does, and have her bring up some new talent on Dark Elevation every once in a while on Rampage, and if that student or that wrestler that she's helping try to get to the next level, maybe if she's good enough, bring her on Dynamite. So there's a few different ways you can do with Thunder Rosa where she still looks strong, kind of like what they do with Britt Baker. Britt Baker's still having a decent run without the belt. The only one that's really hasn't been the best has been Rhea because of traveling, and unfortunately Shida. They have not done anything really with Shida aside from a couple weeks ago.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I think you need to have Tony Storm either by Winter's Coming, or if you want to push it off and have her officially become the champion at Revolution in February or March. So with Brian Cage and Samoa Joe, this has actually been a pretty solid match. They're both some of the best strikers in the game. I always forget how explosive Brian Cage is. And I see why Connor is one of his biggest fans. Because, man, the guy looks like a monster.
Yeah.
It's not easy to take Joe off his feet like that. So, yeah, it's a good build to the base match, but the hard part is that they should have gave him more time. I think they should have just kept the women's match off, or just had a simple squash match, and then boom, main event. Because it feels like the crowd.
Well, he's a
This
huge
is where
talent,
I was
pun
saying.
intended.
Yeah, but this is kind of like where I was saying, this isn't the crowd reaction to it. They're trying to build the pace to it. And the crowd, since that Jade match, it did not register well. It kind of sucked the energy out, at least to the crowd wise. Here at home, I'm enjoying this match, but looking at the crowd reaction, fortunately, it's not there. These two literally should have had 20 minutes, not counting entrances, 20 minutes to go, maybe 15. This should have been it's a great match, and they're letting it breathe, and they're doing great strikes and holds, but that women's match just did not sit right.
We shouldn't even had it to begin with. It was just going to be that.
Waste of time.
It would have gave the main event. I agree. I like Thunder Rosa, but if I was looking at, I would have Tony Storm. Yeah. Well, I would have actually done it at All Out, like when they had the Fatal 4-Way, have that match crown the new women's champion, but I didn't do that. So at Full Gear, I would just have Tony Storm versus Jamie Hayter be crowned the new champion. Then when Thunder Rosa comes back, but when Thunder Rosa comes back, she automatically gets a rematch.
I'm okay with that stipulation because she never lost the belt. And
because you just can't keep that hostage for so long.
That's one thing that I've not liked about AEW.
It's just the interim stuff. I don't like it.
But from what it looks like, Thunder Rosa should be healed up. She's posted videos of her working students on Twitter and Instagram. So I think she'll be.
Sorry. Oh, I was going to say, I kind of hope if Storm wins, and like you said, Thunder Rosa makes a return after the match, and have a showcase, them both holding the belts up. And then in December, one of the Texas shows, they have a match. But if it's in her hometown, I hope they don't have Thunder Rosa win.
Well, the thing is, it's not technically her hometown, so they can, like I said, they can get away with it.
What's San Antonio?
Because if they're going to Austin and Dallas, well, Garland is technically Dallas, but But if you have it at one of those two, you have the crowd thinking, okay, yeah, she's gonna win because usually last a little bit every time a
Right.
star has been in their hometown, especially the champion, they won. You can have a good changing of the guard to Tony
Wow.
Storm at Winter's Coming. Or if you want to have a best of series where she loses at Winter's Coming, and then you have the chase, kind of like how
Yeah.
Hangman was, and build up a little story between those two, between December and January, and then you have a great match, and then you have Thunder Rosa be officially lose the title and actually give Tony Storm the chance to be ahead of a company. Because I think if you give the belt to her, you literally have main event women's matches that can main event the pay-per-view. Because I'm sorry, but there's no way there's no way she can main event a pay-per-view, let alone a Dynamite as a TBS champion. You gotta have better. You gotta do better, Tony. You gotta do better. Because if not, you're gonna start having people compare it to that
It
Diva.
puts her with certain. Mm-hmm.
I get Jade. Jade looks good. She aesthetically looks good.
Yeah.
But all we had positively to say about the match was she had a great big boot. So
Yeah, that was a beautiful boot. I mean, there was nothing wrong with that move at all.
yeah.
Chris, what was the shows like the Dynamite, like the shows coming up we're talking about, like when you were saying it, I had my volume cut down because I was typing something.
It shows the upcoming events.
Yeah, that you were talking about.
Well, they're coming to Portland, Oregon on January 6th. They announced that. They're coming to Fresno, California on the 18th, January 18th. And they're coming to Lexington, Kentucky the next week, which is the 25th of January.
Lexington. Oh, that was a good flying elbow. You see that?
Oh, did he just do a 619?
Like it's coming up, the flying elbow. But he did it.
Jesus, corkscrew flying elbow. Yeah. Okay, Brian Cage needs to be on TV more. He needs to be a single star. Get him away from his stable. Let him be a star. Let him be a star. Sorry.
Beautiful.
He's owning Samoa Joe right now.
Joe has not really had a lot of offense in this match. He's had a lot more defense. He's really taken it to the champion.
Did you see that flying elbow?
Yes. Dude, my mind was blown.
Give the man a push.
Like it wasn't that one, but it was
the man a push.
Now the crowd's into it.
I think it was on Rampage. He did a amazing elbow. He's owning Samoa Joe right now.
Yeah.
Good clothesline.
Impressive.
Connor, I bet if I ate really good, trained real hard, I bet in 10 years I could look like Brian Cage.
If you have the Impact Plus
to get that small.
He was Brian Cage was on NWA TNA when they first started, and he was a random indie guy.
Oh, yeah.
And to see
how your prayers, get your vitamins.
No.
And take your girl's hormones.
No. Don't tap out. Don't tap out.
Don't tap. They don't need to tap him out. He needs to lose.
Damn it.
Uh-oh. No.
Oh. Is he gonna tap?
Is he gonna tap? That is a nasty move. That is a nasty submission hold though. That is not an easy thing to get out of. So I'm okay with that.
Brian Cage owned him in that match though.
Yeah. But Joe, the thing is, Joe is very smart because
that was a great match.
That was a great match.
Around. It felt like an actual fight. It felt like like a
Wardlow.
Canelo
Yeah.
fight, a boxing fight. It literally felt like that one strike or that one submission move, and it's
Really,
over.
both
So,
guys won in the match. Well, I'd say Brian Cage won the most, even though he lost.
Yeah.
Because he can show that he can go in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Wardlow. Wardlow is in the TNT title.
Warlow making them all
you
retreat.
don't even just don't play the music. Just get down there and just clean house. I never understood that in WWE does it. Can't say anything different, but
Power. I knew it. You son of a bitch.
Oh man, that was a nice spine buster. That was one of those AA spine busters.
I hope we get this match at Full Gear.
Dude, I actually want to see Powerhouse as a TNT champion. I want to see that.
Powerhouse. He's a big guy, man. Like Powerhouse is
I
just.
think I'd have Wardlow win because he doesn't have many title defenses, and
Yeah,
just
his
lose it.
run's still too new for it to be over.
like he's
That's
had
true.
like I'd say competitive matches. He's had Brian Cage, Orange Cassidy. I'd actually say Matt Taven was Jay Lethal, and besides that,
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Nemeth is not a competitive opponent.
Yeah. 8-man tag match next week.
Yeah, I've seen that. It's the Acclaimed and
This is gonna be
FTR
good.
versus the Guns and Swerve in Our Glory, I think.
I think so.
But I hope that they're gonna have Wardlow and Hobbs at Full Gear. Like that should be on pay-per-view.
I agree.
I want to see that.
Great night. Great show. 7.5 out of 10 for me.
I give it an 8
Yeah,
out of 10.
I'm still sitting on 8 myself. Yeah.
It was a watchable show. It wasn't unwatchable like some shows are.
Yeah, all right. It was very
Right.
it was very good.
It wasn't unwatchable like some shows are on Mondays and Fridays.
And it wasn't
bang.
the worst Dynamite. It was a lot worse, man.
Bang bang.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Just a little side note before we got off the air, but if you guys get the chance, go on to McFoley's Instagram or TikTok. He has a video of him dressed as the Undertaker for Halloween this year.
Saw
I
that.
gotta see that one.
And-
Okay,
and
I gotta see
I'll
that.
see him find and post in the group, or I'll retweet it so you guys follow us on Twitter. But there's a thing where he's like, "Rest in pieces," and he's just eating Reese's Pieces. It's the greatest.
That's hilarious.
Thing. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was a side note. Making us off topic. Anyways, great show, guys.
Yeah.
Yep. It was a great Dynamite, I thought. Besides the women's match, and but they did rebound very good with a House of Black video package after that. They rebounded very good.
Mm-hmm. That was.
I'm gonna
pretty
have to
dope.
go watch that one back because that one, like, I don't know about you guys, but I got goosebumps and chills watching that one. Like,
That was pretty interesting.
But
It almost blew Bray Wyatt stuff out of the water.
Yeah.
like the cinematic stuff they put into that looks a lot better than I hate to say it, but I mean basically
Go
what
ahead,
it's
say
done, it's better than Bray Wyatt's. Like the people who filmed House of Blacks, it just looks a lot better.
Well, you also remember too, Brody King. He knows how to run the rigs and cameras. Like,
Well,
he did
Mhm.
before he got like fully 100% in wrestling.
I don't
So
know
he
where he'll be
worked
at now because they sent him off in the ocean.
Yeah. House of Black is dead, y'all. I don't
He
know what's
may
gonna
not be-
happen.
But
Julia
Sacrificed
Hart is
themselves.
still alive, so
I know
I think Julia Hart is gonna get possessed by all three of them. Just gonna have a split personality disorder and just
But, like,
depending
It
on.
shall be reborn.
Yeah, I see what they're doing. Like they're gonna come back and be reborn.
Mhm.
Interesting.
So, Firefly, House of Black, the House of
No,
Fun,
no,
the
no.
Fun House of Black, the Fun House.
They got
Funhouse
a
of
great.
Black.
I hated that in WWE.
I liked it. It was
I liked it.
charming.
Yeah,
It was charming
I
and
was into
I
it.
couldn't stand that music.
Oh, I thought it was fun and different, and it was if it wasn't for Bray, it would not work, right? And Alexa
Right.
Bliss, when kind of Alexa Bliss came in, it was fine, and then their whole then Randy happened and all that. It was just
Yeah.
garbage. But I did like the house of the fun house match with John Cena.
Mhm.
I will give WWE
Yeah, that was
credit.
good.
That was a good like
I'm just
COVID
not
match
in the.
where it
I'm
was
just not in
fun.
the. I'm just not in the wrestlers talking puppets.
Oh,
Your
come
puppets
on,
don't belong
Rambling
in
Rabbit was
wrestling.
so cool. Like Connor, I have the hookups. I can get Rambling Rabbit onto the show if you want.
Oh yeah,
The Road Warriors had a puppet.
it'd be a great interview for sure. Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Yeah.
Like, and I'll tell
It
him,
just
you don't belong in the
just
wrestling business.
it just goes back to like when like people were posting after Bray Wyatt left when it was like Rambling Rabbit is all elite wrestler, all elite wrestling.
Yeah.
Guys ever seen the graphic where it was like him, the Mercy the Buzzard, the Witch. It was just, or I think it was after like and
Huskus.
they tore apart his neck or something like that. It was just
Huskus is
so
now all
dumb, but
elite.
man, it's so fun. Yeah. Well, that's like I said, all elite zone. Like we have some fun on the show. And
It's crazy that MJF was not on the show tonight.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised.
Guess he wasn't there tonight.
But it's also
Ying
I would have
said
had him come back at a big moment, unless he's
Yeah.
going to do something on Twitter or has a video package for Rampage.
Oh, he'll be there.
Yeah.
He's not going to sit there and
No.
when he comes back.
Oh, he's the smart. That's the thing. is,
He's
MJF
taking
is
a week
very
off.
smart. He's probably
Oh, yeah.
the best. Yeah, he's almost like Ric
Kinda-
Flair. The less matches
kinda
he
like-
has, the better.
I kind of hope they have MJF versus Ethan Page pretty soon.
I'd like to see that.
But yeah,
I would.
I was mentioning for
having-
Dynamite. I don't know what my favorite match is.
I would say the last match for me.
I like that match.
Yeah, that was a
All-Out
good match.
I think,
match
like I
was
said,
good.
it just like Cage had the control for most of it, and then you had that one error from
Mhm.
Brian Cage where Joe just put him in a sleeper hold. So, like I said, I really give Joe credit because he literally put Brian Cage over in that match and gave him most of the offense. So, like I said, it didn't damage Brian Cage's character. And to be honest with you, if I was Tony or if I was our All Elite Zone and AEW fan base, I would be just like Connor and tweeting every day, get this guy in the ring more, have him either weekly, bi-weekly, or a little bit more. He seriously is one of the best in-ring talents you got, and that match right there proved it.
Yeah, I mean, they both ended up looking strong at the end.
I mean, like, he can go in the ring, like, just let him wrestle, and he can go.
If you need to give a mouthpiece, just get someone like Paul Heyman.
Oh man, that would be so good. I wish that could happen so bad.
Yeah, but
That'd be pretty cool.
Like I said, but you don't need him to be in a blended with a group. He needs to be his own character, unless he is like the leader of a Bullet Club type group, or like how Tama Tonga is, like something like that, where you have purpose in your group, not just there. Like this seriously is a waste of roster space with these three, unless ROH is going to have something better for them.
Yeah, for me, I know Lane said it was 7 out of 10 for him, 8 out of 10 for me, around that range.
I'll go up to a 7.5.
It was still a good Dynamite. But we'll be back for Rampage Friday. Another announced Orange Cassidy versus. I don't know what his name is, but I'm assuming he was in New Japan.
Shibata.
I know he was at Forbidden Door. I do remember him I remember him from Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to see how that goes. Mike Tyson will be on Rampage. Then another announced a women's match too. But yeah, I don't know if we'll be on here for a review, but if we are, check out our Facebook and Twitter accounts. And definitely subscribe here. We're gaining subscribers every day.
Yeah.
Again, our goal is still 300 by the end of the year. that's pretty much it. Oh, and Matt Taven will be on here at the end of this month. End of November. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see you guys Friday for Rampage.
Thanks for tuning in,
Take care.
everyone.
Have a good
Peace.